Today we are going to worship Mahalakshmi, principle mechanism. As you know very well, that Mahalakshmi principle resides in the central part of our being, through which Kundalini has to rise. But Kundalini enters into our body through the left side, in the sense that it's the residual power of creating everything left side, right side, and then she enters into our sacrum. So in the Mahalakshmi temple in Kolhapur, they sing the song of Kundalini Ambe that, "Oh Amba, please rise, Kundalini, please rise." In the Mahalakshmi temple, they have to do it because through Mahalakshmi channel only she does. Now the Mahalakshmi principle within us starts manifesting when our Lakshmi principle is complete. So it is ascend above all material seeking. The Lakshmi principle is where people are seeking more material welfare. But there is no end to Lakshmi principle also. In the economics it is said that wants in general are not satiable. Wants in general are not satiable. In general, one want can be satiable. So, we want something today, we get it, but we are not satisfied, then we want to have another thing, then we are not satisfied, so we go on asking for more and more. But once we realize that this mad pace is too much, then we start thinking what should be the next. Communism has done a lot of good to you. You might be angry with people who brought communism, but actually they have done so much good to you, you are moralizing. First of all, you did not have the idea of freedom, which was abandonment. And freedom before realization is also not easy for human beings to bear. People go amok and go on running after material things to such an extent that they really become mad. They have so many choices. Like in America, every bathroom is differently made. So much of individualism that you should ask others what sort of a bathroom it is. Otherwise you land in difficulty. Every car has a different handle and you should find out how to open it. So much energy is wasted in deciding what to buy, what not to buy. Worse are the French. We say decide what they will have in a hotel, in a restaurant. And very seriously, as if they are discussing some very philosophical questions. And ultimately, they just get drunk before they eat anything. So the energy is wasted in nonsensical things. And you form a very bad habit all the time of choosing even small things. And they start telling about what they like, what they don't like, even without considering if the other person feels bad about it. Because of this wasteful effort all their lives, they become absolutely useless for spirituality. The importance is given to useless, worthless things and nothing to the spirit. This is the reason now when you have lost communism, you are in a vacuum, but you are just in the Mahalakshmi principle, already there, because you just care for your ascent and very satisfied with your realization. Last time when I came here, there was a political problem. So I asked Sajogis, aren't you worried? But they said that, Mother, we are now in the kingdom of God, why should we be worried? We don't belong to this kingdom. Such an answer is only possible for people who are really reached a great height in spirituality. Somehow now, there is such a lot of potential in this country, also in Ukraine, that I think after some time, this country will become one of the strongest countries in the whole world. By coming into this moment, we have to climb on certain stairs and leave it behind. In the same way, you have to leave behind what desires you had before the realization. Automatically, once you are in the hall, you have already left the staircase automatically. So already this Mahalakshmi principle is manifesting. There must be 25-30% people who may not be on this line. Like I have seen, once I was traveling by taxi, the taxi driver asked me if I had Marlboro cigarette or another intention or something like that. But there are very few people. And such people have to still evolve in your travels. But when there is vacuum, all kinds of things are sucked. I feel there are many things from the West, which is a wasteland I call, are sucked also, like drugs, like this mad music, AIDS, and other diseases. But the worst is Freud's idea of free love, which has also very much penetrated. I think the communist government didn't want to be bothered about your morality at all. They wanted to enjoy their power, so they said, do what you like, we don't care, as long as you allow us to have the power. So this free love business has gone too far also in Russia and Ukraine. But those who are on the Mahalakshmi principle have to know one thing, that morality is the basis of your ascent. That is the strength of Shri Mataji. If this strength is not manifested, then one will never go up to the point which is desired. So in our Sahaj culture, we have to understand that morality is extremely important for Mahalakshmi principle. Because of the Western culture just coming into this vacuum, it's very dangerous. I have to tell you again and again, be careful. Many people who came to Sahaja Yoga, not only in Russia but otherwise, have fallen off because of their immoral attachments. But in a very Sahaj manner, you can be moral. You do not have to force yourself or compel yourself, but spontaneously you will manifest morality in your lifestyle. In India, we have some immoral people, no doubt, but it is not their lifestyle. So, some people may be immoral, they are hypocritical, but they are not the whole of the society. responsibility is more on women to respect their child. If a woman is moral, then the children become moral. And the husband also comes to morality. But if the woman is immoral, then the whole society is fixed. So the responsibility of keeping the social balance in society is entirely of women. That means you have to be alert as to see that you do not deviate from the path of balance and Mahalakshmi into something that is destroyed. All the prophets have created a sense of balance, righteousness, of dharma. The reason is that they were in the void in the Bhavasagar. Moreover, the more rigid is the religion, like Catholic or Islamic, then people tend to be immoral because they are suppressed. So they want to take out their oppression in this way that they just go amok. So we should also understand that the sense of morality is given to us, already innately placed within us. Even if you see small girls or small boys, they have a great sense of shame. Now this innate sense keeps the children innocent and they do not like things which are repulsive or destructive spontaneously. But as you grow, suddenly this Mahalakshmi principle starts moving away from its central point. Another horrible temptation, or we can say manifestation, is that of anger. If you are an angry person, then you cannot maintain your connection with the divine power. It is important to be very watchful to see that as you are moving in this central path, you do not get diverted. Of course, I must say Russians are not so hot-tempered as the other Western people are. They boasted so much about their rage that they are something higher than this. But you should see, what have they achieved? They are at a very low level of spirituality. That means their base itself is low level. Because anger, aggressiveness, hot temper, these are not the signs of saintliness. The way they aggress other countries, the way they kill so many people, the way they dominated other people is very surprising. And they are very self-opinionated that they think they are the higher race. I mean, what is the scale of measuring their greatness, I don't know. So, this anger business also can just come into this vacuum. So, we should be very careful as to see that they are not captured by this anger. From anger arises so many problems. But anger comes also physically from liver. And out of jealousy, people want to overpower other people because they are sometimes jealous. So this anger is to be seen, to be watched all the time, because it is the killer of joy. The understanding is only possible if you are alert and watch yourself, see yourself, why this anger comes to us. Anger makes our discretion absolutely miserable. Anger makes our agya absolutely intelligent. So the solution of anger is love. If the ego is hurt, people get anger. People always try to take the advantage of angry people. Angry. Like Hitler. Like pampering your ego, you can create hatred for another race. How is it that he thought that his race was higher than other races? His soldiers were worse than animals. And how you can think that you are an evolved person or a higher race? So, this suspicion is lost. One doesn't understand. And he starts thinking that I am right. With the agya or with ego, you think always I am right. Because of this ego, you do not hurt yourself, you hurt only others. So you are not at a disadvantage. That means this ego can make a beast of you. And Mahalakshmi principle can be completely lost. Whole thing must be understood that keep in the center, you should take decent, decorous life. In Sahaja Yoga, it is easy to understand. Once your agya is got up, you get a headache. And then you want to clear it out, that agya. Then you want to clear it out, that agya. It is sometimes so painful that you don't know, sometimes you feel like breaking your head. So this ego, which is our hidden enemy, will always take us away from Mahalakshmi. Also, we have certain conditionings which takes us away from Mahalakshmi. Like many people believe that if you have to achieve God, you must suffer. Then you unnecessarily try to torture yourself. You try to fast and to sleep on the open grounds and do all kinds of things to your body. So with ego you pamper your body, care too much for your comfort, bodily comfort, and with conditioning you try to torture your body. But in Sahaja Yoga we care for the comfort of the spirit. There is no more sufferings needed, nothing is needed, you are just there, enjoy. If you cannot enjoy in Sahaja Yoga, then you should know that you are not manifesting Mahalakshmi principle. This is what happens when people come to Sahaja Yoga and they find that here people are enjoying, laughing and singing, dancing. They are amazed. So it is important to understand that whatever is extreme is not Sahaj. Also the greed can try to take you away from your right path. People who are greedy are never respected by anyone. They are miserly and they want always to think about their own troubles. Now there are many I know who always tell me about it, that they want this, that is to be done. But what I find that their attention is more on something which is not necessary. It is very surprising sometimes. In Sahaja Yoga, people start manifesting their greed. But the best thing to overcome greed is to give away. When you give away, the joy of giving away things is so great that you cannot get it out of acquiring. So one must understand that our main object is to reach that state of selfless awareness where we are absolutely all the time enjoying ourselves. That's why it is said that Atmaneva means the spirit is satisfied by spirit itself. So that when the enjoyment is by the spirit, of the spirit, then what is there to complain? Because your spirit is enlightened. The more you grow in Sadhyoga, you'll be amazed to see how you enjoy collectivity. If a person cannot enjoy collectivity, he thinks he's very high placed, he has a special job, or he's something great, and he cannot talk with other Sadhyogis with the same level, with the same love, then he is not a Sadhyogi. So now we understand that for a Sadhyogi it is important to keep to the central path all the time. Through meditation every evening, you can come into the central path and you should try to stay there in the Vichar Samadhi, means thoughtless awareness. That state of thoughtless awareness doesn't allow any of these things to disturb. So a Sadhyogi has to meditate to achieve that state of thoughtless awareness for quite a long duration. So the transformation that has come in is now taking you into a very different direction of movement. It is not going to work for satisfaction of ego or satisfaction of greed or lust, but it is going to work out the sensitivity to joy. All other pursuits are joyless pursuits. Why do we do other pursuits is because we are ignorant. Because after all, whatever we do, we want to have happiness out of it. It doesn't give us happiness. It can give us sometimes little happiness, but maybe later on some unhappiness, there is some embitterment. It may not all the time give you that joy. So now we are on a very different level. Till you are not enlightened, you are asking for enlightenment. Also you ask for family well-being, for other things which are not spiritual. Up to a point, if you see clearly that if you do not keep your level, you can slip down. If all the pursuits of life are for joy, then why not have Mahalakshmi principle manifested? So why should we wander about? If our achievement is already there, why should we run after something else? Now, in Sadhyoga, whatever work you are doing for Sadhyoga, many people start thinking, oh, I'm doing so much work, I'm doing so much work, and they lose all joy. So as soon as you feel that you are doing some work, you better give up. The idea that I'm doing this work, I'm doing that work can be very sickening, can be very tiring, and might completely take away your joy. So the enjoyment that we enjoy of our spirit is the nectar of Mahalakshmi principle. So you can understand how important is this Mahalakshmi principle. Now the best way to be in the Mahalakshmi principle principle is to surrender. So, when you are absolutely in that state of bliss, you emit bliss. People enjoy your company. This is what? That your power becomes blissful. So what do we surrender? Is only ego and our conditioning. That's all. So nothing else is to surrender, only our ego and our conditioning. That's so the whole samsara opens up. Then what will you lose? Nothing. Some people are frightened when they are told that you have to surrender. They are frightened. But what will you give up? It is just a myth. Because you are enjoying reality, then why should you bother about the myth? That is how a Sahaja becomes an extremely balanced personality. You do not go to extremes, neither you try to correct others all the time, but you just watch like a witness. Actually, this blissful state is so beautiful, it's so silent, it's so fulfilling that you don't want to have anything else. Surprisingly, when you are in that state, you are looked after by this divine power. Thus, what have we achieved now? We have to preserve it as the greatest treasure and then go ahead. Now, every moment will be filled with joy, every moment. Small things will make you very happy, very rich. You will like to do for others, and when you have done something sensible, you will feel extremely gratified. So, whatever was your worry before, whatever were your, you can say, hankerings, all those, just get fulfilled. Like you are in this room, so you have all the lights, everything there. If you are in the peaceful state, everything is available. Sometimes I find I have lost the way somewhere. Then I think there must be some reason I have to be there. Now, supposing I am late somewhere, I always think there must be some reason. For the first time, I told Sadhu that you have got powers, you can work it out. But they would not touch it. But once in Nasik Road, I got very late because of a car failed. And I was nicely sitting and enjoying myself there. And the other surgeons accompanying me were wondering whether you are not worried you have to reach there. I said, if I have to reach, I will reach whenever I have to reach. We were late by 2 hours. But what had happened, the surgeons who were looking after all the public had to start working, otherwise the people would have eaten them up. That is how they started working. And once it happened, we were going by a car, and I was going by car and some surgeons by bus, and their bus failed in a village. So they were worried about now how will they reach and what will happen. I said, it's all right. Now you are here. Wherever you are, you are. And all the villagers came round. And then the word spread that Mataji is come now here. So hundreds of them came. I said, please, your bus is repaired, let us have a program here. And we had a program, and now it is a very strong center there. With this experience only, suddenly started going to villages and started their centers. So Mahalakshmi principle, what does it give? Gives you a kind of a blissful satisfaction. Now, whether you are in a palace or you are in the wilderness, you are satisfied. You have got the light in yourself, and this light, then you can spread anywhere because you are a satisfied person. The whole role of life changes. Like a drunkard cannot enjoy his drink alone. You also do not enjoy Sahaja alone. So wherever you go, you start spreading sadhana. And people are surprised at you the way you are satisfied. There is no chance to complain about what? When there is so much joy pouring in you, why should you complain about what you complain? But otherwise, a so-called normal person will go on complaining for everything and have a headache himself and give headache. Like they find faults with this carpet, this thing, that thing, all the time finding faults. Either blaming others or blaming himself. But there is joy everywhere, why don't you enjoy? So you can do what you like. If you want to spread it this way, that way, do what you like. But why to complain? This Mahalakshmi principle, when manifests in your sastara, then there are no words one can express how it brings a divine light in you. You know you are knowing the truth. You know it very well. You know what is reality. You are synonymous. Still you don't look down upon people who are ignorant. So the insasana right manifests compassion, tremendous compassion. Now one may say, how can brain have compassion? But the Kundalini comes out of the heart center. That heart center enlightens your heart. That flows in you is the feeling of tremendous compassion. You don't worry about yourself, you don't think about yourself. All the time you are thinking about others' realization. And as soon as you start paying attention to that, that person gets alright. You are on solid grounds and you are so confident, but at the same time you are extremely humble, kind and gentle. Like once I met a gentleman who was our Prime Minister at that time. And he said that this lady is supposed to be spiritually so developed and she's so simple. Because all complications have fallen off. So you are extremely simple. Normally those who are false gurus, you see, they will have two horns coming out of their heads. And those who are not realized souls will wear some sort of dresses to show that they are very great ascetics. But with Mahalakshmi principle, you are so enriched. What is there to show? I mean, if somebody is really a king, he doesn't go telling, I am a king, I am a king. I mean, he is a king, so sorry. Like nowadays there are many people, some people say, I am Christ. Somebody says, I am Mother Mary. Some people say, I am Shri Krishna. All kinds of things. The other one says, I am Satya Sai Baba. Satya Sai Baba means Sai Baba in reality. And Baba, if you are Sai Baba, why should you put this Satya before that? I mean, why do you want to certify yourself? Now if my name is Nirmala, supposing my name is Nirmala, then I say I am Nirmala, finish. Somebody asks what's your name, Nirmala, finish. But if I say I am Satya Nirmala, there's something wrong there. And this hypocrisy then drop out, all this falsehood drop out, this complication drop out. Your worry about money absolutely drop out. If you need money, money is there. You don't have to know banking, you don't have to know accounting, nothing needed. The Sakshat Lakshmi is at your feet. Why should you worry about money? Why should you worry about anything? The one who has created all these things is worried about you, so why should you worry? So now in Sastara, if you are sitting in the lotus of your Sastara, there are 7 chakras which are at your feet. All the 7 deities are there and all their ganas and all their angels, all of them are at your disposal. Just ask for it. Such a personality which doesn't show off, doesn't try to impress others. Because if you impress some people too much, then you impress also later on. We don't have to certify such a person. Just people know. And those who do not know will never know. So why will it? All kinds of beautiful thoughts and waves of joy that fills your life. I wish for all the Russians, Ukrainians, and also people from Finland, this Mahalakshmi principle to fully manifest in their lives. It will manifest in the whole world wherever there is Sajoga. When it manifests into health, wealth, everything, then you are true when you start spreading it. You feel only responsible that you have to give life. Because you realize you are this light and that you are the one who is going to remove the darkness. And new revelations come up to you by which you want to have a resolve. You want to have a kind of a determination that I am going to do this. And who goes on nourishing you is your Mahalakshmi. In this lecture, I wanted you to understand where you are. You are very different from the people and you are responsible for it. You are very powerful and you are the one who is going to transform millions and millions and emancipate the whole world. Actually, Mahalakshmi Puja is very short, but that's why I give you a big long lecture to you. Say who you are now. The Mahalakshmi principle gives you self-awareness. Not only self-knowledge, but self-awareness. And above all self-esteem. Your role is no more limited, it is unlimited. I hope next year when I come, we'll have many, many more people coming from other places. You have to go to schools, colleges, universities, save the young children, young people from this attack from the West. Or like this Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. Shri Krishna is the Kubera. He is the God of wealth and they are begging stupid. So please, I want to have a full assurance from all of you that you are now going to manifest Mahalakshmi principle in the whole of Russia, Ukraine, Finland. And those who have come from other countries should also take over the responsibility. They can do it, you can do it, I know. If one person like me can do it in a foreign country like Russia, why not those who belong to that country cannot do it? Just have pure desire and decide that we are going to do something every day. May God